Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon bringing you guys the weekly soul connection reading. And so this is going to be for tomorrow's date, which is Monday, January 6th, going all the way until Sunday, January 12th. So we're just going to be covering the energies of that week, and it's going to be a soul connection between you and another person. We're not going to really focus so much on the labels, but you could consider this person maybe a twin flame or a soulmate. Just take the messages that resonate with you and get rid of what doesn't. So as usual, what I will be letting you guys know what I'm using as I shuffle each deck. Everything will be listed down below. If there are any of the decks that I've created, they will be available for purchase in my website. And if you're international, email me and I'll send you a special link to order them. So the Orgonite collection that I wanted to use today is created by Wing and Bell. These are their heart Orgonites. And from left to right, we have Shamuel, a moonstone, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, and the Divine Connection. And then I'm also burning a candle, which is kind of rare for me, usually because the cats are running around and I don't want them to get burned or knock something over and catch everything on fire. So I only have Tiggs in the background, and he might sneeze here and there because he's still getting over his cold. But the majority of the cats, you guys, are doing really, really great. I couldn't be happier. And this is not a shadowy reading. I just felt drawn to use some of these fabrics that I got around Halloween time. But anyways, I just felt drawn to use this. And so I hope you guys don't mind the darker look. But we're definitely focusing on light and dark as usual. So anything could come through. All right, you guys, so why don't we go ahead and get started? I wrote down a little bit of an outline today just to kind of keep me on track. So let's go ahead and get into it. Wait, let me get my paper. Oh, I'm sitting on it. Okay. All right, you guys. So let's take a look and see. Why don't we just go ahead and start with your person? So whoever that is, we're not going to say masculine or feminine. It's just the person that you're watching this video for. We're going to be channeling that energy first. So what are the energies of your person? So let's go ahead and grab some energies here. And what I wanted to do something special today, which I've done before, but not in this, not with this particular energy. I like to take Doreen Virtue Oracle decks because I pretty much own all of them, and I like to combine them like this. You guys will see all of these different decks here. So I wanted to go ahead and do a chunk for your person and a chunk for you. So we're going to be using this one for your person right now, and we're going to combine it with the Archangel Power Tarot cards by Robbie Valentine. Okay, so let's just go ahead and shuffle these first and see what comes through. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and put these down right here because we're going to be drawing from them. Okay. And we're just going to grab these topics. Okay. Those ones want to pop up, but we'll wait and see if just one card comes through. So what's going on for your person in their mental space this week, okay? What's going on in their mind space? Okay, we have the energy of mother. So it could be that they're really thinking about their mother. It could be that they are thinking about feminine energy. It could be just a mother, I think I already said that, a mother figure in their life. It could also be perhaps mother of their children, if that applies, or perhaps just some sort of nurturing energy. So let's go ahead and clarify and see what this might have to do with. Wow, look at this. Now, you guys, this is kind of interesting. It could be for some of you, I don't know, if you know this about your person may have just lost their mother, as in a physical death. Okay, that could be it. That's not going to apply to everyone, obviously, but that could be significant for some. This could also be energy where people are releasing this. They're releasing this mother type of energy. Now, this mother energy could be toxic. It could be negative. It could be some sort of an energy where maybe they didn't have the best kind of a connection with their mother figure. Maybe they're going through some sort of healing and transition. So the Peace card is the Death card. And this says they're releasing the past. There is a more enriching future coming. Let go and let God. So there's definitely some sort of a transition when it comes to mother. So for some, it could be the mother of their children, as in they're going through some sort of a divorce or maybe even custody. Again, it could be their actual living mother, or not living mother anymore, and they're just transitioning through this energy. I'm also getting, though, it's about nurturing themselves, really thinking about in like what ways that they can take better care of themselves. Maybe some of them have not always taken the best care of themselves. So this could be that they're really thinking about this now, and they're taking much better care of themselves, taking that time to nurture them. So that could apply in many different ways. So let's go ahead and get what their emotions might be wrapped up in this week. We have the energy of a no with an exclamation point. Wow, you guys, this is really interesting. This is the Mother card again. Okay, so the Empress is like feminine energy, but it's like the mother, the queen of the tarot deck. And the fact that we have Mother here, there's something about feminine, and there's also something about a mother in their life, or again, mother of their children. So the fact that we have this no with the exclamation point is really interesting next to the Death card. So I feel like there's something that they are having a difficult time with. They're having a difficult time letting something go. And it's really affecting them emotionally this week. So some of you guys might not even know that this person is going through perhaps losing their mother. Maybe their mother has taken a turn for the worst. Or maybe they're trying to repair a relationship with their mother, or maybe they're just kind of tapping into old issues with their parental figures. It doesn't necessarily have to be their mother, because technically some single parents can, act in both roles, mother and father. So, again, it's just going to really depend on their situation. But this card says it's time to act upon your plans. Creativity is rewarded, luxurious or abundant resources. So it could also have something to do with they're trying to move forward with a project. They're trying to make something grow in their lives, and they're waiting for this abundance to kind of take off, and there could be something that's standing in their way this week. There could be something that they have to let go of first before they can create something, or before this abundance pays off. So I just feel like there's a struggle this week for your person, and it seems to be surrounding either growth, nurturing, or an actual mother figure. Okay. Let's see what's happening on the physical plane. 3D energy. Let's take a look. Okay, so we have time to create. So the fact that we have this Empress card, the Empress card is very much a creative card. So this could be that they are trying to create something in the physical world. Okay, so let's take a look and see. Oh, I love this. The Ace of Cups, I'm really feeling, you guys, that your person is really trying to create a brand new beginning, some sort of healing, some sort of a new avenue of just being in their life. This has come up very strongly in my daily soul connection readings, where there's a person, like the person that you're watching the readings for, that's really on a path to self-discovery and healing and working on themselves. And so there could be something that has happened here, perhaps connected to feminine energy, and it's really caused your person to examine what they're doing in the physical world, what they've created so far. And they might want to hit that reset button and start over in order to create a more fulfilling life. The Ace of Cups is our own cup. And it's kind of like, if our own cup is empty, then how the hell are we going to go out into the world? We're just going to be depleted if our own cup is empty. So I feel like your person is really working on filling their own cup and transitioning out of old energy, saying goodbye to old ways, perhaps. If they've hurt a lot of feminines, what I'm seeing, so let's just say this is a masculine energy that you're watching this video for. If they have had some issues in the past with feminines, what I'm getting here is that they may have had to go through some sort of a loss or transformation in order to go through this necessary experience of change. Now, this one says a positive new emotional experience, fulfilling romantic relationships, and deep and lasting spiritual insights. So the daily reads are all about a person that is really on a spiritual journey and transformation, just like a major redo of themselves, who they are, emerging into 2020 as a just new them, like a new version of themselves. So this is kind of carrying on. This is beautiful. They want to create abundant energy. So Archangel Raphael, of course, is all about healing. So there's a lot of healing that your person is trying to create in their lives. They want to move forward very positively. I will say that. So let's go ahead and get spiritual energy here for your person. You have shielding. Interesting. I feel like your person is very, very sensitive at this particular time, okay? And because they're so sensitive, it might be that they really are kind of shielding out and saying no, perhaps. It might be that they want to say yes in their heart space, but they have to say no. It's kind of like they know that the best thing for them to do is to either spend time alone and to do their own thing and shield anything that's coming at them. So spiritually, they know that that's what they have to do in order for them to be able to continue to be on this path of, just ascension, pretty much. Yeah, the sun's beautiful. So I do get masculine and feminine energy in this particular lineup here. The sun represents masculine. Of course, the emperor mother represents the feminine energy. But we have the energy here of sun. So it says shielding. The sun to me is our life force. It's our energy. So I really feel like, again, your person is very energy sensitive right now. And so if they're shielding any kind of growth or development in your connection, perhaps, and they're purposely, it seems, staying away from you or not making contact with you, I'm getting that your person has to do this in order to survive right now. And it might just be also that spiritually they have really shielded themselves from really experiencing ultimate happiness and really letting people in. So if your person has been guarded in the past, this is also something that they're working on right now. I'm also getting too that they're really stepping into some major positive energy when it comes to life in general, because it says life is wonderful. They're thriving through the power of positive thinking and inspiring success. So your person may be adapting a healthier attitude or a healthier approach to just life, and maybe even the law of attraction, or just seeing things through a spiritual lens that they weren't using before. And now all of a sudden it's kind of like life is so amazing and wonderful. It's like an awakening, an epiphany that's taking place here for your person. So there's a lot of mixed energy here, but I really feel like they're trying to break through negative energy and really put a lot of things to rest in their life that has not been working out for them, up until this point. Some major shifts and transformation for your person. So I normally don't spend that much time on just one card lineup, but I almost spent like 15 minutes on that. So I don't know, there was something deep that just was there. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to focus on your energy, person watching this video. Where are you at this particular time, okay? So let's just go ahead and see what topics are here for you. So this is your chunk of cards, so it is a different chunk. So I want to combine this here with the Fairy Tarot cards by Radleigh Valentine. So we'll put this down below. Okay, so let's go ahead and get these energies. Okay, so sorry, I got to turn this over because it's like all reversed. Okay, so the person watching this video, mentally, what is the energy here that you may be facing this week, or things that are on your mind this week? Let's take a look. Okay, so we have the energy of school. So we have lessons. So, every day is a lesson, right? We're always learning something. Let's see what this has to do with. Oh, wow, this is work, okay? The Three of Autumn is the Three of Pentacles, and so it says follow your passion when it comes to your career. Be the best at what you do. It says being compensated for your creative talents. So what I'm getting here, you guys, is that some of you might be really focused right now on how to improve your craft or how to further your career, certain maybe certifications that you need, extra schooling that you might need. Just things that you want to learn when it comes to your craft. It doesn't necessarily have to be your career, even though some of you guys that may be it, because it does say creative talents. So something that you're working on, you're realizing that you want to fine tune it, you want to learn more. And so this week you might be really thinking about ways in which that can happen, and ways which you can, open yourself up to those opportunities to learn. What about your emotions this week? Let's take a look. We have self-reliance. Beautiful. Okay, so your emotions may very well be focused on the self as well as your person. Really learning to embrace yourself, rely on yourself. Emotionally, you might not feel as needy. You might not feel so devastated when you are faced with a challenge or a problem. And so you're learning how to self-nurture and self-care this week is what I'm seeing here. Oh, I love this. This is the Tower. So what I'm getting here, you guys, my first inclination is to say this: when the shit hits the fan, you're no longer freaking out. You're no longer needing to call all of your friends and all of your family and just, just feel that complete and utter devastation. And if somebody doesn't answer the phone, you're just freaking out. I need to talk to someone. If some of you guys have been in that energy in the past, I'm getting that this is shifting for you. So because you've experienced things perhaps, and you've learned certain lessons, you've learned how to kind of work it out and cope with it better. So when things do go wrong or things happen, challenges pop up because they, just do, that's life. You have enough experience and tools under your belt now to be able to rely on yourself to get yourself through any difficult times. I love that. So it says, let go of belief systems that no longer work for you. An important life-changing event, a situation that leads to significant opportunities. So again, you're learning how to make these changes. Any kind of old behaviors, emotional devastation, feeling like it's, black and white thinking, all or nothing, holy shit, everything's going to fall apart kind of energy, you're really shifting into a more grounded place. That's what I'm seeing. All right, what about the physical world, 3D world? What's going on there? Oh, I love this. So it says St. Nicholas. Now, obviously, we just came out of the Christmas season. So it could be that there is some sort of an energy that's still with you from that time, the holidays. It could be that you were gifted or you really had a good time being generous and gifting, kind of like the spirit of St. Nick, just being in your environment. It could have had a very positive impact on you. We have the energy of the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords is beautiful to me because it's talking about somebody that's being very strong. This is the only queen in this deck. It says Queen of Winter, so that's kind of interesting. And that may not resonate with everybody because if you're on the opposite side of the world, it's not winter, even though it could technically speak Christmas. Like summer and Christmas is just very strange. But anyways, it says strong, patient, self-sufficient, and funny. But she's in a sleigh. It says, let go of people or things that no longer serve you. So it's kind of interesting because we have in your emotions, you're letting things that are no longer working for you. And it says you're letting go of people or things that no longer serve you. Now it's time to focus on your career. Interesting that we have this here. And it says unmarried or divorced individuals. So it could be people that are single or people that are still kind of looking for their partner. So that could be you, or maybe it's not. But the Queen of Winter, she's patient. She's strong. She doesn't necessarily need anybody to complete her. So that's why she's okay to be alone. This energy here, though, is just like, how can she be of service? So she's not necessarily worried about her own needs. It's not like she's not taking care of herself, but she's letting go of her need to have someone in her life. So I feel like what's happening here is that if you and your person are in a separation or you've been challenged by this connection, it might be really pushing both of you to be stronger on your own, okay? So there may be a lesson in self-sufficiency and learning to be strong on your own and learning to be patient and self-reliant through these experiences. So I definitely get this energy here where you guys are both learning something from this connection, even though maybe one of you is not aware of that perhaps. Maybe they are, but you for sure, the person watching this video, are aware of it, or else you probably would not be watching this video. But yeah, to me, this is just an energy here of giving, even though you might not be getting anything back. So you're just in the energy of Saint Nick, as in you might just be really focused on giving to others, how you can be of service to other people. It might even be also too with this connection. You're just generously giving your energy, and it's not like you're depleting yourself or robbing yourself of anything, but you're just maybe sending good thoughts, positive vibes, unconditional love to this person, even though they're not physically in your life. So that could also be that card too. So let's go ahead and get some spiritual energy for you. What's going on the soul spiritual level? We have healing away addictions. I love this. It says it's time to let go of behaviors that are blocking you from your heart's desire. Ask Archangel Raphael to help you with this healing. So some of you guys could, of course, be working with Archangel Raphael because he's right here on the fourth one. I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, 4. But yes, this is beautiful energy. Oh my gosh, helping to give you strength, number 11. It says the grace and inner strength needed to overcome challenges. It says the power of kindness and forgiveness. Time to embrace how wonderful you are. So literally on a soul level, on a spiritual level, you guys right now are working on letting go of things that no longer serve you and becoming stronger in the meantime. And strength and courage has a lot to do with forgiving yourself and other people and just letting things go with unconditional love. So this is just so deep and so beautiful this week, you guys. So I hope that you're resonating so far with the messages. So let's now take a look and see what energy is your person holding towards you this week, okay? What energy are they holding towards you this week? And I think that this particular deck, this is one of my newer ones. It's called what is this called? The Light Seekers Tarot. I'm pretty sure. Hold on. The Light Seers Tarot. It's beautiful artwork, so I'll make sure to put this down below. Okay, so this is the tarot, and then we're going to be using these Dream Oracle cards for some additional energies. So how is your person seeing you this week? When they think about you, what does this energy look like? We have airplane, spread your wings and fly. So let's get the message to clarify. What does that mean? Interesting. We have the Four of Swords. So I am getting here, you guys, that your person is very much in a state of healing or trying to heal. This actually already came up for their energy this week. So they're in that energy. It kind of looks right now that they're sleeping. It doesn't mean they're not thinking about you, because literally with Four of Swords, they could be laying there thinking about you. And we have the energy of airplane, spread your wings and fly. Now, the thing is, they may want to spread their wings and fly and make contact and move towards you. But the thing is, the Four of Swords reminds them that they need to do the work. They need to do the healing before flying off the handle and just going for something prematurely. So again, I saw a lot of energy that your person may want to do something, but they know better. They know that they probably shouldn't. So they're just trying to kind of be balanced at this time. That's what I'm seeing. So what about the energy here of their emotions towards you? What is their heart space and emotions towards you this week? We have the energy of dance. Move to the rhythm of your soul. Wow, Knight of Wands. Okay, so this is the deal, you guys. This person still has a lot of passion in their heart towards you. They're still very drawn to you. So now that we have this energy here of move to the rhythm of your soul, they do. Their heart is moved by you. You inspire them. And they actually feel called to move towards you and to spread their wings and fly towards you. Okay, so this is very opposite energy. Knight of Wands and Four Swords, night and frickin' day. This is all very still, calm energy. And the Knight of Wands is like a major adventure, fast-paced, moved energy. So it's very yes and no for them. They're trying to find balance when it comes to you in this connection. So as much as they may want to travel towards you or dance towards you or to, get into the same rhythm and come into contact with you and be with you, they know that they need to kind of lay low and heal for a bit. And I know that some of you guys might be thinking, oh my God, I've been listening to the same message for years. You know what? What I have to say about that, you guys, is again, it's all about what messages you're supposed to hear at this particular time. So if you're showing up to my readings or anybody else's readings, it's just the same message over and over again, that might be a message for you or your higher self's way of telling you know what, maybe it's time that I move on, meaning it's time to move on past this particular weekly reading or just my channel. as a whole. I mean, you know, whatever that means to you, you guys got to take care of yourselves. So if something just doesn't feel like it's progressing, or you just kind of feel like, you know, I just don't really need to hear this message anymore, it might be key that it's time for you to move on. And that is totally fine. Because the thing is, there's so many different readers out there that are tapping into all types of different energies. And so the energies that I'm tapping into might just be, you know, an energy that is for people that are really still in that healing mode. There might be other people that are tapping into other types of collective energy. So always do what's right for you. So anyways, that is how your person is seeing you and feeling you this week. It's kind of hot, and it's not necessarily cold. It's just kind of calm and then fast, exciting energy. So let's now take a look and see how you're feeling your person's energy this week. Mentally, we have X, interesting. Reunite with the lost aspect of your soul. So you do see this person here as somebody that you were with at one time. So that could, you know, clarify here that we are tapped into people that are either not together, or that there's some sort of a challenge in the connection. And you feel that once you reunite with this person, you're literally retrieving a piece of your soul. We have the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is a card of a good time. The Three of Cups is a card of reunion. So, I mean, you might be visualizing right now, or even getting intuitive hits that this is something that's on the horizon. That's literally what I'm getting. You might be connecting with your soul tribe, your soul family, and just really focusing on positive energy and raising the vibration of not only yourself, this connection, but also the planet as a whole. So I definitely feel like this connection inspires you to, you know, I always say this, be a better version of yourself. So I feel like there's a real healing here. This person helps you to retrieve something lost within you. It doesn't mean that they complete you. It just means that they push you in order to search for the missing pieces of yourself. It's beautiful. All right. What about your heart space or your emotions connected to your person? Departed loved ones. Interesting. So the thing is that I feel for sure that this is confirming that this person has departed from your life. Now, this is only going to resonate for a select few of you, because I do get this quite frequently, a little bit more frequently than I would, you know, expect, that the person has actually passed from this 3D realm, like they're no longer here in the 3D world. So that's going to resonate for some of you guys, but just departed loved ones. It doesn't have to be from this, you know, from this dimension. It could just be that they've departed from your, well, yeah, they've departed from your life, but I'm not, you know, they're still alive. They're still like living and breathing in a 3D world, but they just might not be connecting with you there right now. Six of Wands. It says you are loved more than you'll ever know. Six of Wands. Okay, so what I'm getting from this, you guys, is that you are definitely loving your person in your heart space. Like you have finally just almost like graduated to this level of just unconditional love for your individual. Like this energy is just beaming from you. Your heart is so full at this point. And I really am getting this because of this person, because of this connection. It's like it's helping you. This connection is now helping you to be a better person. And I really feel that your person is also feeling a very similar way, because they're going through a lot of personal development and growth as well. And they still have your energy with them in their heart space. So I feel like you've got two people that are having a very similar experience, even though neither one of them might not know that about one another, which is kind of interesting. But the Six of Wands is a card of victory and success. It's a card of like giving yourself a pat on the back. You've made it. Job well done. Great. So I feel like if anything, you guys have retrieved your confidence back. You guys are feeling just better than ever. And that's not going to be for everyone, but there's definitely a high vibe energy here that is connected to this individual right now. So if you're not feeling that, that might just still be that you guys have some healing and some things that you need to get through. But I'm getting for the majority, you guys are really in a good place with where you feel about this person and this connection. There's a lot of self-satisfaction I'm seeing here. It's beautiful. All right, you guys. So now let's move forward and we're going to go into what are the current lessons and challenges for this connection at this particular time. Okay. So this right here is called the tea leaf fortune telling card. So let's just see what kind of lessons are present in order for, just further development and growth of this connection. What kind of experiences are coming through? Okay, let's take a look. Okay, so we have chair filled. So there might be like new people that are entering into your lives. So new friends, new family, not new family, but like new people, new family members and friends. Like family can be new soul family that you're meeting for the first time in this life. People that you've connected with perhaps before in past lives. It's like they're coming back around. So you're connecting with other souls. So this is for you and your person. So new people popping in. We have bird perched, waiting for news, package, or letter. So it could be that people are just kind of waiting for some kind of news in the form of a package or a letter. So it could be waiting for communication. We have key, successful outcome to your problems. Beautiful. So I feel like people have positive expectations right now, which is great. And I'm also getting to that both people are in such a place of peace with themselves right now that they're just going with the flow. Whoever shows up, they're going to just go with the flow. And now when I say new people showing up in your lives, that doesn't have to be romantic people. This, like I said, it could be anybody, new friends, new family, new soul family, new workplace situations. But we definitely have this energy here where people are just kind of hanging out and they're just going with the flow, and whatever comes their way, they're experiencing it. They're open to the experience of life. There's not a lot of expectation is what I'm getting here. They're just kind of, I guess in a way, waiting to see what happens, but it's not like this anxiety-ridden energy. We have the energy of box. So this is about a gift. There is a gift, and I think it's interesting that we have the key in the box. So that key fits into that box and opens up that box. So I feel like there's some kind of revealing of a spiritual gift or wisdom or understanding here. And it might be that someone is waiting to retrieve some bit of wisdom or information. And it could be in the form of a person, a new person entering your lives. And we have mountain road. You are on the road to success. So the thing is that mountain road is very steep. There's a lot of challenges that might be very tiresome to climb that mountain, but people are on the road to success. So I feel like this connection is on the road to success. It is ascending for sure, because that's the mountain's energy here. So we're climbing. So we're on that right road to success and also ascension. And there are some little puzzles and little things that we'll have to learn along the way. And there might be some new people that are a part of those lessons for us. But it's definitely an energy here where we're just kind of like, hanging out and just waiting to see what happens next. So to me, it's a very settling energy. So when I ask Spirit to reveal to us what's happening right now in the form of lessons, what I'm getting is patience, and I'm getting spiritual knowledge and wisdom and allowing things to just unfold naturally. So to me, I feel like both people are in a really good state of mind. This is fantastic. So let's go ahead and see individually what key to ascension is being presented at this time. So we're going to go into these affirmator cards, but this is for love and relationships. So what is a key to ascension for your person, the person you're watching the video for? What's their current just kind of lesson at this time when it comes to just love and connection? Okay, these two wanted to pop out. Now, what's interesting is we have pleasure, you guys. And I did get that. I did get this energy early on that your person is really just taking some much needed time to just love themselves again and to love life and to just appreciate the little things. And then we have this energy of listening. Maybe your person has always been a talker, or maybe they just haven't really had their listening ears on. Maybe they haven't really taken the time to listen to what other people are saying, so they might want to listen more this year rather than talk so much, or something like that. So we have pleasure. I give myself permission to feel pleasure, and I let that pleasure rush into my life in a decadent display of over-the-top abundance. It says, then I realize that pleasure has been waiting at my door for a long time. It's just that pleasure doesn't knock on doors because loud noises aren't super pleasant. So this deck has a little bit of humor at the end, but this is telling you that your person is starting to have fun again. They're starting to love themselves again. They're starting to love life. They're giving themselves that permission to be happy and to just feel pleasure for a freaking change. Maybe they haven't really sat down and experienced life on this level, like ever. And now all of a sudden they're experiencing this just bliss, and it's just addicting. They want more. They want to learn more. They want to stay in this place. They don't want to lose this energy. And I feel like that's why they had the energy of shielding, because they're afraid that if they open themselves up to love and connection, that somehow they're going to lose sight of their own work and their own soul development and growth. So I do feel like there's a little bit of a fear that your person does have, that if they kind of regress and go back to who they were, that they're going to lose this nugget of gold that they are holding on to so tightly right now, because it's like this epiphany, this beautiful road that's in front of them. Now we have listening. It says, I activate my receptive side and I become engaged, intuitive, professional grade listener. Supercharged listening gives me the ability to not only hear the words others are saying, but also to perceive the emotions hiding between their words. Again, your person may have not really listened to other people. So it's this newfound, spiritual understanding, journey, something where they're really taking the time to listen to what other people are saying. They're listening with different ears. It's like they're seeing things through spiritual eyes and they're listening with their spiritual ears now. And everything seems so different. Everything looks different. Everything tastes different. The way that they're experiencing life is so different now. It's like they can't they can't believe that they have robbed themselves of this way of being or living their entire lives. So they can't get enough of it now. They just want more. That's what I'm getting from this. So yeah, your person right now is definitely in this energy of wanting to stay in this high vibe state that they're currently in, and they don't want to lose it. So, but what I want to say about that is there may be a fear of opening themselves up to love and relationships because they are afraid that they will lose themselves again. And so that's something that they're going to have to work out. They're going to have to, it's kind of like when you break an addiction. Let's just say you're an Alcoholics Anonymous or NA or whatever, and somebody has a party and let's just say it's at a bar. Okay. It's the first time that you're going to be out and everybody's going to be drinking and you're not. And so it's just kind of like, oh my God, you might avoid those situations because you don't want to deal with feeling crummy about it. So I almost feel like your person is in that state where they may need some more time or some more work, do some more work on themselves until they can get to a comfortable state to where they can open themselves up to share themselves, is what I'm seeing here with other people. That's why they were in Four of Swords energy. They feel very comfortable there. All right, so what about you and your energy here? No scorekeeping. This is interesting. So when it comes to your own ascension and your own just spiritual journey right now, this is what we have. No scorekeeping. I cut ties with past conflicts and I make my personal life a clean, shiny slate. Beginning this moment, everything is new. When an old grievance repeats itself in my head, I introduce it to my new head tenants. Tolerance. It says, then I give it its stupid t-shirts and records back and tell it to leave. Okay, so no scorekeeping. Now this is the thing. Whenever things come up, obviously for us, This is saying here, we just need to make sure that in this moment, it says everything is brand new. So our old ways of being might be that, well, we were keeping score, as in we were had it in our head, every single hurt, every single thing that happened to us. We're not going to let this happen again. I can't let it go. And so you move through life with this constant wall up because you're never going to allow that to happen to you again. You're never going to be put in that position again. And even though that's a healthy boundary, and you've learned the wisdom of what you want, what you don't want, you're in an energy where you're willing to let go of that past energy that could be holding you back from opening yourself up to new experiences. So I keep getting this energy, you guys, that you and your person are really on similar paths and going through similar lessons, but in different ways. So they are feeling great and they don't want to let that go and they don't want to lose that. This is an energy where you're healing as well and you're wanting to move forward, but you might feel a little afraid that if you open yourself up to new experiences, that somehow you're going to be vulnerable and you're going to make the same mistakes. So I hope that makes sense. It's a little bit of a twisty message for me, so I'm hoping that that's resonating with some of you out there, but that's what it is. You're not keeping score anymore moving forward. You're wanting to move ahead. You're wanting to be fresh slate. Give people the benefit of the doubt. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. Giving people the benefit of the doubt. So you're only holding yourself back from this point. You're only robbing yourself of new experiences by holding on to old energies. Not every single person that comes into your future is going to be the same kind of lesson from the past. Okay? All right. So now let's see what is, I see I wrote this down. Why am I not looking at this? Okay, so after that, let's take a look and see what are the fears, okay? What is the biggest fears that your person is holding on to right now when it comes to you in this connection? Now, I already tapped into it, so I feel like I know some of their fears, and some of their fears are they're afraid to let go of this golden path that they're on right now because they're afraid that somehow they're going to lose sight of this beautiful energy, that somehow they're going to lose it. So this right here is the Spirits of Darkness and Light Divination deck that I created, and this is called the Dark Mirror Oracle. Blinded to pain. Ooh. Okay, this is the thing, you guys. It's very strange. I'm getting this energy that your person, and because remember, this is connected to you. There might be something very intoxicating about you. They might find you very, very attractive, very beautiful. They're very attracted, magnetically pulled towards you. It could be that when you guys have come together in the past, they've lost themselves in a way. So they're afraid of losing themselves again with you. They're afraid that if they come together with you, that somehow they're going to drink that elixir, because it says spirit of elixirs, intoxication, uninhibited, and shameless. Now, the thing is, I almost get this sense here that your person has been uninhibited with you in the past, as in they let their guard down. They might have let their shadow side, perhaps, be known to you. And so that could have been something as well from the past that created issues. Who knows? But they feel like if they were to open themselves up to you and drink of this connection again, that somehow they would become intoxicated and lose themselves. Okay. It says blinded to pain. They don't want a Band-Aid. They don't want to Band-Aid their wounds. And so if they were to come together with you, what I'm getting is that it would actually blind them from their pain. It's like your person wants to feel the pain. They want to feel this energy head on, so that way they can work on themselves. And so if they are to come together with you, what's going to happen is you're almost going to put a temporary Band-Aid on their pain. And so in a way, it derails them from their true healing. So for whatever reason, your person is afraid to come towards you because they might have done that in the past. They might have seen you as just a person that made it all better. And obviously that didn't last, because no one makes it all better. No one makes it all better. Sometimes we can blind ourselves with that, but it's not true. No one can make it better but ourselves. So I feel like your person doesn't want to go down that same rabbit hole again with you. They're wanting to do things differently this time. So it's actually pretty respectable. I can respect that from your person. I like it. All right, what about you? We have sacrifice. Wow. Spirit of Skulls, depression, illness, melancholy, sacrifice. Okay, you guys. So your biggest fear right now, or blockage when it comes to this connection, is that some of you might feel like you were a sacrificial lamb, or that you would be a sacrificial lamb. And so you definitely don't want to go through this energy again, because it might have made you very sick, very sad, very melancholy, and may have for some of you, even brought you to the point of just major depression, or even just you felt like you wanted to die. You're afraid of that energy. This person, as much as you're drawn to them and as much as you're connected to them, there is this dark side of this connection. The dark side of this connection is that this person has the ability to basically just really, really hurt you, and you're afraid of that. You're afraid of feeling that again. So do you see? You guys are both fearing this connection for very similar reasons, but it's kind of different. You guys both are drawn to it. You guys are both intoxicated with one another. You guys both want to let your guard down. You guys want to both come together and collide and energetically entwine, but there's a lot of fear that you guys both have surrounding coming together. So I feel like that's one of the reasons why maybe this connection is not ready to come together just yet, is because neither one of you have done all of the work that you need to do in order to be ready to come back together, if that makes sense. That doesn't mean it can't happen. I'm just seeing that there are still some wounds that need to be healed, you guys. Okay? So let's now take a look and get the energies here of what does Spirit want you to know right now about this connection? Like, what's the most important thing that they want you to know and understand about this connection? So we're going to go into my Twin Flame Oracle, and we're going to combine it with my Twin Flame Journey Tarot. What's the most important thing that Spirit wants you to know and understand about your connection right now? What are you needing to know and understand right now? Let's take a look here. Okay, what you need to understand and know right now is that your person is awakened. Some of you guys might not know that, but I'm getting the majority of you are already getting intuitive hits or signs, or you just have that inner knowingness that your person has had their awakening. Hence why all of this energy is coming through this way right now. And I do feel like the person that I'm channeling is the person that I have been channeling for the people that have been resonating with my daily pick a card, like my daily card post on YouTube and also on Instagram. Because that person has had a spiritual awakening. That person is starting to examine their life in a completely different way, and they want to improve their experience here on planet Earth. And so what better time to do it than now? It's never too late to change. It is never too late to change. Ace of Pentacles. Brand new, fresh start in the material world. You know, a completely new experience. So that card, Ace of Pentacles, says wise investment. This is the best investment that this person has made. And I'm also getting, for you guys watching this video, that this is also a very wise investment in your own healing. This connection, as long as you don't get lost in it, because it's never good to get lost in anything or anyone. You know, it's always best to have balance. So if you are looking at this connection as an investment in yourself, as in, you know, why do I still feel drawn to this individual? Why do I still feel connected to them despite the circumstances? There's a reason, because there is something that you're supposed to learn. Your souls are learning from one another with what you guys have experienced so far, whether it's been pain, whether it's been pleasure, whatever has happened here has happened for a reason. And it's for the two of you to invest in yourselves now. And sometimes the only way that we can truly invest in ourselves is if we've been brought to our knees in life. We've been slapped in the face with karma or whatever else. Shit has fallen apart. Whatever has happened here, there has been some sort of an awakening to a new way of being. We can no longer continue to move through life in old ways. Just can't do it anymore. It's just not going to sustain us any longer. So I feel like what Spirit is trying to tell you is that not only is this person taking an investment in their own healing and their own journey now, this is also a wise investment for you. Now, that doesn't mean you're investing in what's going on with this person, watching them on social media, making this person your entire life. Hell no, that's not what I'm saying. But it's an investment in yourself, and it's through this individual that you're drawn to take better care of yourself, to do your own spiritual healing and going through your own spiritual awakening. This person, for whatever reason, is connected to that. So that's positive in itself. It's always what we do with the experience, you guys, that makes the experience. So if you want to make this connection just down and dark and, horrible, and it's so toxic, and I do hear these things sometimes in my comments, and it just, again, makes no sense to me. If something isn't bringing you, peace, or it's not bringing you just some sort of a maybe understanding of yourself to improve perhaps your life or your situation, if it's just bringing you nothing but misery, I'm just not understanding why you would continue to stay invested in this, maybe watching readings on this connection or getting readings on the connection, if it's just bringing you nothing but turmoil, And sometimes it's that turmoil and pain that can push us to healing. But again, if it's just a loophole that we can't get out of and it's just awful, I just don't know why you would want to be a part of it, right? So I feel like I'm speaking to people that maybe have invested in themselves through this connection, and they're really feeling some positive transformations and changes through it. That's who I feel is going to resonate with my readings. We have offer. Oh my gosh, look at this, you guys. Okay, well, I'm also getting, if you guys are, whether you're a masculine or feminine watching this video, it doesn't matter. But what I'm getting here is that there's definitely something being offered here. This is a wise investment. This is an offering to your healing. This is an offering of connecting back to yourself. This masculine perhaps may offer you something. They're offering you this opportunity to heal. They're just their presence in your life, your memory of them, their energy that's still connected to you is offering you something. And this offer is the Ace of Pentacles. It doesn't get better than that. It really doesn't. I mean, this is definitely worth planting that seed. I mean, I feel like you guys have already planted the seed long ago. And it's now starting to you're finally now starting to see things really, really grow here. You're starting to see that, you know what? Maybe this wasn't all for nothing. Because the thing is, when we are in this type of a journey with a particular soul, so let's just say some of you guys are connected to this person through a twin flame journey, it's very normal on your twin flame journey to kind of get sidetracked with doubt and kind of think to yourself, oh my God, what am I thinking? Am I delusional? Why am I even still considering this or thinking about this? The thing is, you might have gone through lots of ups and downs. But again, I feel like something's coming full circle. And I feel like this full circle is now starting to feel very healing and very positive. And you're starting to see the sunny side of this connection. It's no longer about need. It's no longer about desperation or attachment in the 3D world. You're starting to see what's being offered to you. And it's like this major shift in your perception. It's a major shift in your awakening, your transformation, your spiritual journey. It's offering you so much healing that at this point, even if this person is not physically in your life, you still feel so positively rich and moved by it that's what you're focused on. That's what you're focused on. Okay? So what Spirit is telling you here is that perhaps, I just got to say this, perhaps a divine masculine is going to make an offer in the 3D world because he has had his awakening. Now, I don't know when that will happen, but that is also what I'm getting with this card lineup. So some of you guys may not be at that point where you believe that this is something that will ever happen in the 3D world. And Spirit might be telling you right now, maybe that's a possibility. I'm telling you guys, right when I'm saying that, I'm like, what if I pull the card that says no right now? What is that going to mean? So the fact that I just got the card that says the answer is yes, I just can't believe this. So what Spirit wants you to know is that the masculine in this connection is offering something, and the answer is yes. Now, traditionally, the Ace of Pentacles in tarot is known as a proposal, marriage proposal. The answer is yes to someone's proposal, you guys. I don't know. So that could be significant for some of you, as in at some point you and your person are going to perhaps come together in the 3D world and say yes to one another again. So yeah. Six of Swords, this is tranquility ahead. You guys are going to transcend past any kind of choppy waters. So any kind of choppy waters that this connection has been in is going to be tranquil in the future. So that is what Spirit wants you to know. So however you guys want to interpret that, or however that's hitting you guys, is how I want you to take it. But I feel very secure in telling you guys that your person has had an awakening, and their awakening and what's going on for them and this connection as a whole has something very valuable to offer you. And it may be that once both parties have reached a very tranquil state on their own, that they may say yes to each other in the 3D world again. So there's always that possibility. Beautiful. All right, so now let's go ahead and see what your person wants to say to you. Okay, now how we're going to do that is we're going to go into these two decks that I created. So messages 1 and 2. So this is just kind of words that are words that are going on in the mind. Inner chatter. This is the feminine's energy here. So whoever the feminine is in the connection, this is going to be your energy. And whoever the masculine is, which I feel might be for a lot of you, the person you're watching the video for. I'm going to be using my Twin Flame Messages Volume 2. So what is the masculine in the headspace, like just kind of thinking in regards to this connection at this time? Okay, so this is the thing. You still take my breath away. I'm not surprised to see this card because I saw the Knight of Wands. I saw the card of intoxication. Somebody who's just almost in a way breathless over this connection. This is somebody who's very attracted to you. So you still take your person's breath away. They're still very attracted to you. And that might be another reason why, because you still take their breath away. That could also be like, if you guys hear that song, that could also be something of a sign for you guys. But anyways, I just get here from your individual that might be another reason why they're deliberately staying away from you, is because, again, they don't want to get sidetracked on their spiritual journey or their healing at this time. So it's nothing personal, you guys. It's a compliment, okay? I care too much about what other people think right now. So your person is still trying to kind of get through other people's opinions about them and their lives. So even though they might be dropping that and entering into 2020 with new mindset, it's still a point. It's still something in their lives that they battle with. Their parents, their family, their friends, their peers, whatever. The people in their industry might have a certain image to uphold or something like that. And so they're still kind of trying to figure out how they're going to blend their newfound just kind of understanding in life with the old them. So it's like, I feel moving forward, they're still trying to figure out how they're going to blend the two. And that might, of course, affect, them coming towards you. They are telling you, though, I will come back for you. So you guys, the fact that we did have this energy here, that the masculine is offering you something in the 3D world, and the answer is yes. And now this person's saying, I will come back for you. I'm getting here that this person wants to come back for you because you still take their breath away. They still feel attached to you, connected to you. You're still in their heart space. Their heart space is still warm towards you. But right now, they still care too much about what other people think about them. So they're trying to work through that. That's what they want to tell you. What do you want to say to them, or what words are going on in your headspace? Okay, so you're receiving a lot of signs. So I can't ignore the signs that I'm receiving any longer. So what you're kind of telling them here is that you're getting a lot of signs about not only their awakening and what's going on with them right now. You can't ignore them. There's too many synchronicities. There's too many signs that are pointing to them. There's too many signs that are pointing to the fact that maybe perhaps moving forward in the future, something's going to happen here. So it's like you can't discount it anymore. You can't deny it anymore. Okay, so please don't take what happened personally. It's not you, it's me. So there's another energy here where this person, or you, might have a lot of regret with something that happened, okay? Something that happened, as in it was more about you, it was more about how you were feeling at the time, and you might have maybe taken it out on them, or maybe you did something because of your own character defects or fears or whatever you had going on, issues. So you're saying it's not you, it's me. So don't take what's happened personally. It's not you, it's me. So if you guys have stepped away from this person or deliberately had to cut them off or block them or whatever, you had to do something because that was the best thing for you to do. And so you're explaining to them from your higher self, it's not personal. I love you. It's not personal. I wish nothing more than to connect with you again. I wish that I could be speaking to you right now, but I can't, because either you're afraid, or because you feel safer in the silence, or, whatever your circumstances are. So it's not personally that you're not reaching out perhaps, or it's not personally with what's happened. It's because you've got something going on and you need to figure that out. Our connection still affects me. Of course it does. Or else you wouldn't be here watching this fucking reading. So anyways, of course. So it makes sense to me what both people are feeling. Do you see how both of you guys are still affected by this connection, and how both people are still drawn to come back together? And both of you guys are receiving signs, is what I'm seeing here. And so, Spirit won't let you forget about this connection for a reason. And that doesn't mean that it guarantees that it will come together, or that if it doesn't come together, that somehow you're going to feel empty for the rest of your life, even though you might feel something is missing, of course. But it doesn't mean that you will have no chance at future happiness unless this happens, okay? It's not ever a nail shut, situation. So we still have to honor other people's free will, and we also have to honor divine timing. And sometimes those things we just have to be patient with. So let's now go ahead and close up this reading with what your person truly wants right now, okay? More than anything, what do they truly want right now? If they could have anything with you in this connection right now, what would that look like? What would that look like? So I want to go into these cards again and see what this would look like. If your person could have, okay, this, you guys, it's too much, Sometimes these readings are just too ridiculous, meaning like they're just right on. Because I am feeling your person does want to communicate with you, but there's a reason they're holding back, okay? They're holding back for a reason. So if they could do anything right now, if they could have anything right now with you, they would want to communicate with you. That's the theme. We have the 10 Pentacles. What I'm getting to is that your person wants to tell you all that they've achieved. They want to tell you things that they've gone through. They want to tell you that they finally made it. They want to tell you that they finally found what it was that they were looking for, right? I just have to laugh. Okay. And they would tell you as well that they missed an opportunity with you, that they feel like you're the one that got away. It's just really interesting. I'm also getting what they're telling you too is that they're seeing things from a different perspective, because the Four of Cups means that we're elevating our minds. We're not focused on what's in front of us in the 3D world. We're taking the time to look up, and we're seeing things differently. So we're seeing things from a higher level of perspective. The Six of Pentacles. So what they're telling you here is that I would love to give to you in a different way than I did before. So your person may not have been able to give to you properly before. They may not have been able to be honest with you. They may have not been available for whatever reason. So I'm seeing that they would love an opportunity that they missed before to equally give to you now. We have the energy here of strength, the lion. If they had the courage and strength, I'm getting here that they would make contact with you, but they are restraining themselves because they don't feel like they are ready or that they should at this time, which isn't a bad thing. Yeah, they have the Seven of Wands here. So the Seven of Wands is somebody who really is trying to conjure up the strength and the energy in order to fight through their current challenges. So what they want is they want to fight for this. They want to fight for this connection. The Seven of Wands can also be somebody that's feeling somewhat on the defense where they're guarded, and so they're not sure if they can let their guard down. So again, I do feel like this person's energy towards you is very it's very active, but at the same time, it's kind of guarded, but it's not guarded because they're not interested. It's guarded because they are afraid to lose themselves in this connection with you. With Three of Wands, what I'm getting here is that your person, rather than making any kind of action towards you, they're kind of waiting, okay? They're kind of waiting for the right time. They're waiting for the stars to align a certain way. They might be waiting for another sign. Some of them could even be waiting to hear from you. That could be it as well. We have the Five of Swords. I do feel like your person does get in their head, okay? And when they get in their head space, they might do a number on themselves. They might tell themselves, you know what, this person doesn't want to hear from me, or, you know, what happened and what went down before, it's just too much water under the bridge. It can't be healed. But I do get, though, that your person, Knight of Cups, they do want to, despite all this crap here, they do want to come towards you with a romantic gesture. They want to offer you their cup of love, but they definitely have some energy that they have to get through. So overall, I feel like what your person would want to tell you is that they've changed, that they have missed an opportunity with you. They realize that now, but they're trying to gain strength and wisdom, and they might again be kind of holding off because they're afraid of losing themselves. There is some fear that creeps in and basically tells them that, maybe this is not something that I should even bother doing or even think about. But they can't help it because they are still drawn to you emotionally, spiritually, physically. I'm getting all of it. Last message. Oh, man. The Tower's energy. The Tower's energy is major shifts and transformations. So divine intervention. I'm also getting that your person, because they have changed their view on life, they might be leaving it up to fate and destiny. If your worlds collide, if something happens, or they receive maybe some sort of ridiculous sign, such as, that's just way too obvious, there's no way that I can't not act on this. I feel like they're waiting for divine intervention at this point, something major to happen to give them that major push and shove in order to make communication with you. That's what I'm seeing. So if your person could have anything right now, I'm getting here that they would want to communicate with you, but they don't feel strong enough right now, and they are kind of confused because some darkness does creep into their mind and kind of fuck them up a little bit. But the thing is, overall, the energy looks really positive to me, and they might just be kind of waiting for something major to shift and change, and where they just can't ignore that sign, and that your worlds collide, and that they must make contact with you. That's what I feel like they're waiting for. Wow. So let's get some possible future energies moving forward. Okay, so how are things most likely to unfold? How are things most likely to unfold and evolve at this point in this connection? We have death or rebirth. Wow, I love this because this is how your person started in this reading with their energy. They came into this reading with the death and rebirth card. So, and we had that connected to mother. Now, I was inclined at the time, and I still do stand by that message, that some of them could be going through some sort of an energy with their mother. Absolutely. But I also saw that energy that was connected to the feminine. And you could be a feminine watching this video. So there is a major death and rebirth and transformation that's happening with this connection. And it's happening with the both of you right now. And so there's no choice but to ascend. There's no choice but to change. It's like you guys are at the end of the road, meaning you have no choice but to change. No choice but to grow, to heal, ascend. It's like the divine spirit has given you plenty of chances, and now the tower is here, and you got to do it. It's like do or die. Yeah, the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is saying that what you have in front of you doesn't make you happy. What you have in front of you is not moving you. It's not transcending you. It's not giving you pleasure anymore. It's not going to work anymore. Just accepting something or going with the flow, or just kind of accepting to just be comfortable and safe and all this other crap, or this could even be material things. Having all the fucking money in the world is not going to make you happy. It'll cause comfortability for you. Sure. It'll buy you comfortability, and it could open some doors, and it could give you little spurts of pleasure, but that's pretty much where it ends. Okay. So yeah, this is an energy here where you and your person are and just looking what's in front of you, and you're just kind of like, I want more. And so that's why that Four of Cups is a very spiritual card to me, because it pushes you to really search for the meaning of life. There's got to be more than this. There's got to be more than just this earthly crap. There has to be more to life than just this. So both you and your person are going through a major death and rebirth right now when it comes to earthly things. You guys are really stepping into your spiritual energy. Gosh, with the Five of Pentacles, I definitely feel for some of you that certain things have had to end in your life. You've had to fall on your face a few times, not a few times, but maybe some of you have had to fall on your face a lot. Have some doors slammed in your face, shut out in the cold, feeling all alone. The Five of Pentacles to me is a card where sometimes it can represent being kicked out of a group or a club or a society that you used to belong to, or a group of friends that, you really had a lot in common with, but then you decided to go ahead and change and improve your life. And then they're just kind of like, yeah, you're not as fun as you, it's like you don't resonate with people anymore the way that you did. The people that used to excite you, the things that you used to do where you were having so much fun, it's just not doing it for you anymore. And so people will usually respond to people that are making healthy, positive changes in their life, sometimes in a negative way, because they're not ready to stop with their toxicity. They're not ready to heal. They're not ready to do things differently. So it's like you're rocking their boat. And so sometimes when you're rocking other people's boat, they'll throw your ass over because they don't want to sink. It's like change or sink, and they just, whatever, they don't want to change. I don't think that made sense, but you know what I'm saying? It's just like, sometimes people just would rather stay stuck in a rut than to do the work to transform their lives and change. So I feel like this is future energy. I mean, that's what we're looking at. Future energy where you guys are both kind of like sitting there and realizing, I've got no choice but to make these necessary changes. Certain things that used to make me happy don't make me happy anymore. You guys are on your knees. You guys are at the bottom for a reason. It's pushing you to really ask why. It's really pushing you to see things from a more elevated perspective. It's forcing you to ascend. It's forcing you to change. You're searching for answers, the both of you, I'm telling you. And then we have the Knight of Cups, you guys. So the Knight of Cups already came through with the person that you're watching the video for, what they would want with you. So I feel like it's coming up again for a reason. So I feel like if certain things are happening to you guys, let them happen. If certain situations are unfolding and you're just kind of like, I feel powerless with all these things that are happening to me, it's pushing you to open your heart space. It's actually pushing you to be ready for a new offer of love. That's what I'm seeing here. So if you guys are hanging on to situations that are just you've outgrown, that aren't doing it for you anymore, and you're afraid that somehow if you make changes, that somehow you're going to be all alone, okay? What Spirit's saying here is that you're actually opening yourself up to new avenues of happiness, but you just maybe are too afraid to do anything about that right now. Then we have the King of Wands. What I'm also getting, you guys, is that someone is growing into this King of Wands. I see the King of Wands as the ultimate masculine energy. This is a masculine who has made it. This is a masculine who has found the answers. It's not about being perfect or anything like that, but they found the strength that they were looking for. They found their way. They found their power. They are feeling very confident, and the King of Wands goes after what he wants because he knows what he wants. Sometimes the Knight of Cups, it's a beautiful energy, but sometimes that can be an energy where somebody's not 100% ready to do anything with that cup. It's there, I'm holding it, but what do I do with it, right? The King of Wands knows what to do with that cup. So I feel like this future energy is kind of just giving you a little bit of a glimpse of the future. All these things that you and your person are going through are necessary. And I'm getting that there are going to be some, hardships perhaps that you guys are both going to have to face. I mean, you guys have already faced those things, but you guys might kind of continuously feel a little rejected or out in the cold or kind of shut out or alone. But there's something to learn in that energy. So don't give up is what I'm getting here. Continue to open your heart space, continue to heal, and continue to be in that space of just knowing that all of this is leading to somewhere beautiful. Some of you, it could lead to, just your ultimate destiny, your ultimate just love, your ultimate life purpose, life mission, your ultimate ascension. That King of Wands doesn't have to be your person. If you're a feminine watching this video, that could be you encompassing the King of Wands energy. You're feeling like the king of the jungle. You're feeling like you've made it. So I feel like going from death and now going to this very positive energy here where both people are really feeling like they want to share their heart. They want to share their soul. They want to share because I see the wands as passion, but I also see it as a spiritual energy. And I see cups as emotions and romance. So I feel like moving forward in this connection, after you guys have realized that all avenues have just kind of led you to this point of each other, that you guys are both now ready to connect on a very, very different level. It's like a level of deep love, but also this insane attraction and passion, like both combined together. Because maybe before you guys only had that wands energy, but this time it's like you guys are you're going towards more of like a cups and wands energy, a little bit of both. And it's definitely a beautiful combination. Okay. Let me get a couple more cards just to clarify some of that future energy and in the reading, because damn, it's been almost an hour and a half. Two of Wands, I see the Two of Wands as people needing to make a choice. So people have not made a choice. Even in the future, it looks like people are still kind of not sure what they want to do. So I feel like it coincides with what's already come through the reading. And what's already come through the reading is that there's not a lot of rushed energy to try to make something happen right away. We might have the desire, we might feel it, we might be thinking about it, but like deep down inside, we know that that's probably not the best thing to do. It's probably best to just continue to focus on ourselves, let our other person do the same, and when the timing is right, things will come together. So there's that energy. And we have the Empress. You guys, it's like we started with the Empress and we end with the Empress. The Empress is the feminine. So of course I have a masculine and feminine energy here. When I see two wands also, to me, this is like two flames, two people that are on the same page finally. Two people that are standing side by side, burning together. Burning with the same energy, the same vibration. So the Empress tells me here that something is still under development. something is still in the womb, something is still growing. And of course, this is the feminine's energy here. So the feminine, and it's not that the feminine is in control of this connection, it just means that the feminine has a lot of healing ability, not only for herself, but also the energy that she holds her masculine in is very important. So I feel like it's a reminder at the very end, if your feminine's watching this video, to really pay attention to your own energy and your energy connected to this person, because that really, really does help or hinder the connection depending on what the energy looks like. So I don't know, this reading was very deep, very detailed, and I'm not sure if some of you guys are into that sort of thing. Some of you guys might just like that quick pace, like this is what's happening kind of energy, but for whatever reason this week, I don't know, it just rolled out this way. Very deep, very just, I don't know. I personally loved it, but anyways, you either resonated with it or you didn't. It's totally cool. All right, you guys, I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.